In the early 1990s, Playmates acquired the license to Star Trek. At the time, The Next Generation was enjoying great success on TV, and they were beginning to expand the universe with spin-off TV shows Deep Space Nine and Voyager. So Playmates set to work creating a 4-inch scale figure line. To begin with, it was chiefly focused on The Next Generation, but as the line grew in popularity, they began to expand and look at the original series, the films, and of course, Deep Space Nine and Voyager were to follow. The line was so popular they began to look at different scales of action figures, and of course looking at playsets. And today I'm going to take a quick look at one of my absolute favourite playsets from this line. It is of course the Next Generation Shuttlecraft Goddard. So the first question you might be asking yourself is, well, what is the Shuttlecraft Goddard? Essentially, this is the shuttlecraft that would appear in a handful of episodes of The Next Generation, most notably in the episode Relics, where it was actually gifted to Scotty. I think one of the most striking things about this playset is the box art itself. I absolutely love the packaging. I love anything that's painted. I think it's really evocative. It really stimulates the imagination, and I think this art is lovely. On the reverse, we can see a photo of the playset and some of the action features within, as well as some advertisements for other products we can buy. And wow, straight away, as soon as you unpackage this playset, you're getting a sense of, of what you're dealing with. It's wonderful. I actually think this is such a fantastic looking playset. It's a vehicle and playset in one. One of the things I really like about this is that it's a toy, but it also works as a perfect model as well. This would not look out of place in a collector's display with other high quality spaceships. This looks spot on. You wouldn't know necessarily that it was a toy at first glance. It's incredibly screen accurate, but also the detailing is really lovely as well. I love the stickers, just making this pop and come to life. Just like in the TV show, it does open at the rear, and inside there is a cargo container. There's little ramps on the doorway to help slide it out and slide it back in, which is absolutely fantastic. This is a really pleasing little extra to have. It's not something I would immediately think of, but I love that they went the extra mile for the attention to detail here by including this. And although it's simplistic, I really love the little stickers that just, add some colour to it. On the inside, there's space to put your action figures. So you can fold the seats up or down, and you can actually see there's actually rubber black seat belts there for them as well. So when we put a figure inside, we can have them strapped up so they're buckled up safely. But you can actually get a handful of different figures in here at once, which is fantastic. And as you can see, even when the cargo crate is in there, there's actually still enough space to put some extra figures on top of that, lie down using the bunks. And I really like this because it can also double as a transport or a carry case for a lot of your figures. Another great feature of this playset is that it actually opens from the front, so you can place a figure literally in the driving seat. I really like this because it does not compromise the design or the look or feel of the model itself, but it has that great functionality. And of course, inside the cockpit, we have a seat for the figure. There's actually that wonderful seatbelt effect that they've created, which is really nice. But I also really love the panel as well, with all the stickers on there resembling the lights and the control panel that they use. Also, what's really cool is that the figure can actually rotate as well, so you can move from side to side in that chair, which I think is lovely. Now, hands down, my favourite feature of this playset is the fact that it has 2 buttons on top with electronic lights and sounds. So when you press them, you get 2 modes. You get in-flight mode, and then what sounds like phaser fire. And I love how incredibly bright these lights are as well in the nacelles. It's absolutely fantastic. And once you throw the action figures into the mix, you've got the perfect recipe for a really fun time. I think you can create some fantastic displays and dioramas with this vehicle and these figures. And if you're just a kid and you just want to play with these toys, then I can't think of anything more exciting if you're a Star Trek fan. And although the Star Trek figures from this line are very toyetic and obviously made with a child audience in mind, and there's some criticism there about them being quite shiny and very plasticky looking, I think the vehicle is actually one of the rare exceptions where it actually serves both the child and the adult collector, in that it could be a display piece, but also, it's a lot of fun as well to play with. I should have mentioned, of course, it also has wheels, so you can actually wheel this around. I think it's a fantastic piece. I really love it. I love the electronic lights and sounds as well. I love the bright blue lights. I love the sounds that it makes. For me, it's kind of a perfect collector piece. I loved it as a child, and now as an adult, I love having it on display because it still looks faithful to the show, and you know, it still captures the spirit of what was fun about being a kid and liking Star Trek. I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, please do give it a like, and remember to subscribe, as I'll be posting more videos soon.